Hello, I'm Bernard Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to a special housing report brought to you in association with the BNZ. Today we look at national mortgage approvals figures to get an idea about what might happen with the housing market in the coming months. These are approvals issued by the banks for people to borrow money to buy houses or to run their small businesses off their houses. Now, these figures have been falling for quite some time, but in the last week they hit a record low since figures began in 2003. There were 5,241 mortgages approved in the week to last Friday. Now, that's a record low for any week that wasn't affected by holidays. Obviously, you can see here from this chart there's big spikes down during the weeks around Christmas, New Year. People aren't getting out mortgages then, they're on holiday. And also there are various spikes down during Queen's Birthday weekend or Waitangi weekend. But this is the lowest week we can see going back to 2003 for any normal week, so to speak. Now, just to give you an idea, there were 5,241 approvals last week. That compares with over 11,000 at the peak of the housing boom. Now, the value of mortgages written in the last week, 679 million. That's well down from about $1 billion at the same time of the year at around 2007. What does this say about the housing market, about demand and supply? Well, obviously people are being very cautious about buying houses at these prices. Some believe prices have further to fall and they're holding off buying. Meanwhile, banks too are being more careful about their lending, certainly much more careful, much more restrictive than they were 2 to 3 years ago when there was a lot of buying. And obviously you can see that from the number of mortgage approvals. So there's a combination of tighter supply and also more restrained demand. Even though interest rates are near record lows, you can get a floating rate of around 5.9% at the moment. So the housing market, it's not going to really take off when there's so little debt being pumped into that market. I'm Bernard Hickey. That was a special housing report brought to you in association with the BNZ.